A modern take on classic Southern dishes here at Southern Eats on Monticello Avenue behind me here. And just about everything you'll find at this restaurant is homemade. And I'm not just talking about the food, but I'm just talking about the relationship between the owners and their employees, the owners and the folks who come in and eat here. Everything is just kind of that down at home feel. And that's what I really love about this place. It's owned by Janelle Shanyo, a former banker, and her husband, Brian, a military veteran. She tells me she never planned to open a restaurant, but after leaving the banking industry, that's kind of when that interest started, and it really just built into this today. Southern Eats opened in May of 2019 and spent that first year really getting its footing, and that's kind of where the location comes in, right? Southern Eats shares an intersection, if you've been down here, with Scope Arena, and it's also just down the street from Chrysler Hall. So two very important venues here in downtown Norfolk, bringing a lot of people. When the pandemic hit, those two venues shut down. Southern Eats lost a lot of its base.
Those are where we tend to get a lot of our business from, is when they have their shows and things showing there. And with the Admirals cutting their season out, that hurt us tremendously. We were a huge hockey hub here for the Admirals fans. But I'm really hoping that next year brings about a little bit of a change where people can start to get back to what we would consider normal and being able to get back out and about. I don't think many people in our industry are going to survive much longer if this continues at the rate it's going.
Now, when I was here last week, of course, I had to try some food. That's what I do. And I tried the chicken and waffles, and yes, it was so good. Crispy chicken, delicious homemade waffle. Even the syrup was amazing. They're also famous for their pork chop here, I'm told. And they also have a lot of burgers and wraps, things like that. Lots of delicious things on the menu to choose from. So certainly worth coming out here to Southern Eats and checking it out. Again, Southern Eats at the corner of Monticello and Charlotte Street here in downtown Norfolk. Now, coming up on WGNT, I do want to get a little bit more into how the loss of the Scope crowd, the Chrysler Hall crowd, how much that's hurt this business. She kind of broke down the numbers for us, and it really is quite staggering to hear how much business they've lost on average since before the pandemic. We'll have that for you when you make that switch to WGNT. But no matter where you are, where you're watching right now, make sure you're supporting those local businesses, trying to keep your favorite places afloat.